The main issue, I don't think there was a main issue, unless if the other team misses 2 penalties and you still lose within 5 penalties, that of course doesn't help. But I think in general, it was a game where we twice came 1-0 up, 1 goal up. And in my opinion, we controlled the game till the moment they scored the 2-2. And then all of a sudden, although we still had one big chance for Mo Salah, but we could have lost it in the end as well. But till that moment of the 2-1, I think there was every reason for me to expect that we would win this game.
Defeat at the Vitality Stadium to Bournemouth.
It is. I think, Liverpool fans will give their manager a bit more time, especially one that's won the Premier League title, as he did last season. But the grumblings, it is. I think, Liverpool fans will give their manager a bit more time, especially one that's won the Premier League title, as he did last season. But the grumblings on Liverpool fans are that the style of play is boring, basically. It's a bit more predictable than it was last season. It's obviously Jurgen Klopp had this fantastic way of playing, and Liverpool fans had 5 or 6 of the best years of their life watching the Klopp football. I think generally Liverpool fans don't want to turn just yet, but as the results keep going like that, a lot of individual mistakes. Virgil van Dijk, again, he's had a bit of a bad season, Van Dijk. I think at times Van Dijk is untouchable in the sense of criticism. It's always like it's Konaté's fault, or it's Frimpong's fault, or it's Kirkes' fault, but it's usually Virgil van Dijk's fault this season. And Arne Slot, as much as he's struggling right now with certain situations, if your captain is playing like that, and you can't drop Virgil van Dijk because there's nobody to come in to play in his place, you've got a problem. But is that Slot's fault, or is that the people above him who didn't sign Mark Gray? So everybody at Liverpool can take a share of the blame for the situation right now.
Van Dijk, as you say, is really struggling. They've not got the backup. And also, I think you mentioned it yesterday, Mark, when we were talking about it, Jarell Quansah was sold. A really talented young England international was sold before they got the replacement in, and then they were unable to do that deal.
Slot seems to be taking all the heat at the moment. We can compare it a little bit to Thomas Frank and what Sam mentioned before. There are a lot of other issues going on at Tottenham Hotspur.
Certainly think so. I certainly think Liverpool's summer window was the equivalent of skipping leg day or not eating your vegetables. They've just avoided 4 or 5 really, really important things within their squad. You took a player like McAllister, who had hernia surgery in the summer, and it took some time for him to get back up to full speed as well. I think he's getting closer to his best, but he's got far too much work to do in central midfield.
But after the 2-2, we were maybe lucky that we could go to penalties.